Waco, we've been waiting for 20 minutes.
I wouldn't say that.
She's just so cute under that box.
EA could actually launch a game that doesn't suck.
You know what this game needs?
Holy
Ponies.
Just like everybody.
Anybody else notice that the protagonist looks a lot like Egoraptor?
This week is going to be as awesome as Duke Nukem Forever. Hey guys, welcome to episode 42, that's right. The answer to everything in the universe. But the only problem is we don't know the exact question to ask, and I got a better one. It's Bluescreen Bronies. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, September the 8th, which is a monumental date because that's when we started last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's so beautiful.
I know, right?
Like that unison gasp.
I know.
I'm getting all emotional. I'm getting a little misty.
And that voice you just heard, that's a little bit stranger, maybe a little bit different, rather, because she's not normally on the show that much. Miss Meredith Sims, who was our first guest ever, and has been on here, I think, 3 times since then?
I don't remember how many times, but I'm on now, so hello!
Miss Meredith Sims, who came on our show to talk about fighting his magic before... What?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Thanks, Hasbro. Came on to talk about fighting his magic, and a few of her other side works, like the Fluttershy song that you sang to the comic.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the first things I did with Zed in Silly Philly.
And you have done many things since then, like Snowdrop.
Yes, my baby
Donut
Snowdrop.
Steel.
Donut Steel.
That's still funny.
I love Donut Steel. I only said like one line in Donut Steel, and it was the best thing ever. What?
Didn't somebody blame you guys for stealing their OC for that?
Actually, I think about 5 to 10 people have done that so far. One of them claimed that we took their OC, however, we took away the zebra stripes and the storm gray outline along his eyes.
That's not exactly the same OC then, is it?
No.
I know.
Donut
Doesn't he also have, like, wooden toaster hair or something?
Yes.
He's
He's the vinyl scratch main.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Because everybody uses that.
Man, it's been quite a year. We've grown so much as a podcast, from hour-and-a-half long interview segments to 40 minutes. And we throw in some interviews on in. We got interviews by Laura Shigihara, Danielle McRae. We have the Milo Investigations, Milo Karaoke. We have
plug. Choo choo.
Yes, the plug train keeps going. We've interviewed a lot of people, a lot more people to come. We also had a charity drive last year before we officially joined EFN, and we joined EFN around January, I think it was.
Something like that.
And we have more things to come.
We're nowhere near done yet, and looking back and finally getting rid of that terrible intro that we had was amazing.
Then you have me, who I think those 15 extra minutes are me being silly.
Those 15 extra minutes are you being Rob Paulson Jr.
Hey,
yeah, and then
I provide the comedic relief, and that's
comedic relief. Comedic relief? I thought that was my job. I mean, for God's sake, you pulled me in 5 episodes after your first thing because I thought, hey, you know what? Never mind. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my trailer. At least the freaking.
Hey, Christian Bale, buddy, over here. Hey, guess what? You were brought on because Viral brought me down too much, so I needed someone to bring me up, and you were a close second. Oh God. Anyway, Meredith.
The wind beneath my wings.
Oh, don't help him, Meredith. This is like you and Viral having a flutter war on our first episode.
Oh God, that was funny.
Way to go!
And I still won.
Yep.
Way to go.
The sad part is he's been mimicking your Snowdrop.
He has.
Oh Lord.
Speaking of Snowdrop, I owe somebody some things.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. It's true. I do.
Are they Snowdrop
you
style
don't.
cookies?
Snow cookies. Mmm.
With icing.
Lots of icing.
Mm.
It's not a cookie unless it has at least 3 inches of icing on it.
Yes.
Oh god,
And
I
a
think I
layer
just
of
felt my
sugar
blood
icing
coagulate
underneath.
a little bit.
Wait a minute. Isn't that called a cupcake?
No.
No, because
What?
it's not a cupcake. It's a cookie with just extra icing.
You have extra icing.
It's like a cookie cake, I guess.
Well, I don't have icing, but I
Oh.
think this topic's getting a little glazed on topics here, so we're
It
gonna
seems a
move
little
on.
half-baked.
We're gonna move on to a little bit here. We got Meredith Sims in here, so what better time to do an impromptu interview? Okay, so, well, not really impromptu. We kind of talked about it a little bit before.
Kind
You've
of.
been doing a lot more stuff with Silly Philly lately, and you guys have teased even more stuff at BronyCon.
Yes. We are working right now on a project called Fall of the Empire, which is Zed's. It's kind of like to Zed what Snowdrop was to me. He's heading it up. He wrote it. It's a very big deal, and he's actually voicing Sombra in it too. So we're working on that.
So like 2 lines or
No,
I'm kidding. I'm
We
kidding. Too
actually
easy.
we gave King Sombra a dictionary, so he,
A growl
That's an
to
example.
Pony
So-
Dictionary.
we even sprung for a thesaurus, so he could look up different words for crystals.
God, eye rollers.
Geodes.
No, but and so right now
Zales.
I think he finished one of the last animatics last night. I think so.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
so it's
I have a
getting
question
there.
for you though.
Mhm.
How being you're with the evil empire of Disney, how does that affect you? I remember Tim Burton got worked over with his creations, and they became Disney intellectual properties, even though he only worked for SWAT for a little bit.
Well, I'm only working for Disney in the parks right now, so none of my intellectual properties would ever belong to Disney. I'm
Except
doing
for
that
your
entirely
heart and soul,
separately.
because you're working.
Yeah, I mean, my soul basically belongs to Disney, but my creative
Nothing
properties.
legal.
Yeah. No, I mean, the hardest part about working at Disney is because I do work so much, so I don't have as much time to work on the things that I would really enjoy working on. But I'm not in the creative section yet. I'm not doing anything huge. I'm just working at the parks until I can get into a higher place. So really, it's just exhaustion that's keeping me down.
Yeah, that
Man,
Florida heat will
yeah.
get you.
Those big
Yeah.
ears.
Exhaustion and what was it? Exhaustion and a certain card game.
No, I don't even have time to play the card game.
Oh boy, I can't remember the last time we played the card game.
Wow.
I've actually been working on a pitch for something else that I can't really talk about right now.
Ooh,
but
fun.
Don't tease us.
I want to though. It's fun. No, I've been working on it. I just finished it yesterday. I don't even know if it's going to be made, but I am very proud of it. So yeah, I think as I get used to Disney's schedule, I can start making more things on my own at the same time.
Okay, Meredith. It's a gaming podcast, so we gotta ask the gaming questions. Have you added anything to your gaming library since we last talked?
I have not, simply because I've been so busy. However, there are plenty of games that I've wanted to add to the roster that don't include games that I've downloaded on my phone to do in the break room. Like how every single middle-aged woman in that break room is playing Candy Crush right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Who
Candy
is
Crush,
this?
the bane
Oh,
of my
dear God.
existence. Thank God I avoided it.
I am so glad that I didn't get into that
Yeah, I haven't either.
candy crack.
It is something to do, but I've got Animal Crossing, and
Oh,
I'm
that's fun.
super excited for Pokemon. And someday
Nice.
I actually am going to download Skullgirls so I can actually play Skullgirls on my PC.
Hey, pretty
Yep.
awesome. I mean, Main 6 is going to be basically a Skullgirls, not clone, but maybe a
Offshoot.
offshoot, yeah. So
Yeah.
Hopefully they have it for Mac.
Well, I
They
haven't heard anything from the Skullgirls team Skullgirls team, Main Six team in a very long time. So I assume they are working really hard to get something out. I don't know what, but last thing I saw was a picture of their bovine character in the tennis shoe Twilight color scheme.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, with the whole Fightbox program they were using that they got off the Skullgirls team.
Yeah.
I
Which
want
was kinda
a
neat.
move from that character to be called Utter Destruction.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Oh god, that reminds me of a joke.
No, let's not say we did because D-pad stories end up with me.
This
wanting
isn't a
to puke in
story,
park.
dang it. This is a joke. It's completely different.
Well, your story. Well, that's mean.
But anyway,
What? What were you going to say about my stories? That they're cringeworthy? Yeah, of course they're cringeworthy.
screw loose. Just because you have a Mac doesn't mean the whole world has to suffer a Mac port. I mean,
I got 2 words for you, buddy. Boot camp.
DuckTales. DuckTales remastered. That's 2 words
Okay,
right there.
okay, Drake, you jerk. Kicking him while he's down. God damn it.
Oh, he's been beating that horse for a while.
It's so dead it's turning into glue.
It is a zombie now. He is a re-dead.
I've named it Elmer's.
Oh. Well, you're gonna need it so they can glue you back together in hell.
At
Yeah.
least they got hoagies. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Oh, good lord.
Meredith. I know.
Go back
I know.
to your corner. I know you're hosting. Go back to your corner.
I don't have a corner.
That's Viral's corner.
I gotta pay extra for the corners.
So you live in a sphere.
Basically.
I feel like that would be more expensive than something with corners.
No, because then I can't actually set anything with corners down in a cornerless space.
That's true. But construction.
More pylons?
Just roll a snowball and hope it doesn't melt.
Need more pylons.
I roll for initiative.
Nah.
Moving on.
Anyway, so Meredith, Silly Philly, they all seem to be playing Animal Crossing at this point.
Yes, well, we need something to do to take our minds off of work.
Do you visit each other's little towns and everything?
They all do. Unfortunately, Disney Internet forbids my DS from connecting to other people's DSs.
No, that's awful.
Yes, which is another one of the reasons that I haven't gotten many new games lately, because I can't do any of the social things with anyone.
That's unfortunate.
Disney doesn't let any guests in unless they pay the $60. Or no, wait a minute, like now
Well,
$90.
I'm using Disney Apartment Net. That's different than like Disney World Park Net.
Yeah, that's like DSL and it's highly encrypted and all this other crap.
Oh god. It's been forever since I picked up Animal Crossing. I'm terrified to go back to my angry villagers at this point.
They probably don't even remember who you are, and all your flowers are dead. And
I'm at to pull so many weeds. Oh god.
all the weeds.
And then Nook's gonna take my legs because I can't make my house payments.
Oh, speaking of Nook, I got really excited. Okay, this is gonna be a really terrible story, but at work, I run the carnival games and we get different prizes all the time. Well, we got these really weird raccoons the other day and they didn't have tails and we were all really confused, and then we found out it's because they're tanukis like Tom Nook. And now I want one really bad.
You gonna dress him up in a little smock and just make him, force people to give you housing loans?
Exactly.
Give him a little baseball bat.
Yes. But I've got to win. I've got to win at basketball to win one. I don't think that's happening.
Oh.
Speaking of handheld games, how do you feel about the 2DS?
I think it's a smart idea, especially since younger children really can't use 3D without damaging their eyes. The non-folding option is a little weird, but I
If you
understand.
think that's weird, have you seen the 1DS?
What?
The 1DS. It's like the 2DS, except they don't have a bottom screen. It switches between the two screens on the fly, or you can use your TV or cell phone.
Are you
kidding?
kidding?
Stop.
I'm not kidding. It's a thing.
What?
Yes.
No.
No,
Yes.
it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Yes, it is. Google
No,
it right
it's not.
now. Google it. I dare you.
I
I
am.
fear for our future.
Okay, I don't mind the 2DS,
The only
but
thing
that
I
just
don't
sounds
get is the
stupid.
Camera.
It's a
I'm gonna look
camera.
up Nintendo 1DS.
Nintendo 1DS. He's right. Crap.
Oh my gosh, no, it's a spoof. I knew you were lying.
Oh,
It's not a spoof. It's real.
Yeah, huh? It's a spoof.
It's
Is
real.
a spoof?
That is
a
not
cruel,
real.
elaborate hoax.
It looks like a PSP with weird Nintendo style design.
Wait. Hold on. I got a question. I got a really good question if this is a real thing. DS stands for dual screen. What?
Wow, that's Drake D-pad. I tell you, when we get to Nightmare Nights,
I'm not going to Nightmare Nights, buddy. Remember?
Oh no! We are having somebody with a TARDIS come and pick you up and bring you to us just so we can beat you.
I want to go to Nightmare Nights. Not to do that, but I want to go.
You should go because we're gonna play some very influential, because I'm not going to say intoxicated, Smash Bros. With Pixel Kitties.
I can't work. And it's too far and too expensive.
What if I were to just drive?
I feel like that would still be really expensive.
Maybe it would. I don't know.
It's probably about the same.
Probably.
Probably, and then it takes longer.
Well,
Why
it is
don't we have
Texas.
high-speed rails? Anyway, that's a little off topic.
Yeah, it's a little off topic.
Super off
Moving on.
topic.
Yeah, super off topic because someone wanted to discuss a 1DS.
Thanks, D-pad. Way to derail everything.
Woo, woo.
See what I did there?
Yeah,
Glossing.
You're glossing
Glossing.
so hard. Anyway, okay, Meredith.
Yes.
You're from Indiana. You're a Hoosier. How do you not know how to play basketball?
Okay. I do know how to play basketball. It's carnival basketball. You know how it works. They get the hoops to match exactly the right size to the basket, and
And the nets are evil too.
no, I mean they really are like legit baskets. Like they aren't bent at the rim. They aren't rigged. It's just they make it as hard as physically possible. And
Also, don't they overinflate the basketball so they bounce out easier?
no, actually basketballs are really dead.
Yeah, they underinflate them so they just count.
The thing of it is like the rim, the way it's set up is there's like an extra long like post that the rim's attached to where it can bounce out instead of rolling into the basket from the backboard.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's easy. So
It's
I am
not.
before.
I'm sorry.
But I want a
before Meredith gets
Tanuki.
taken away by Disney SWAT team.
You're revealing their secrets. Oh god, the carnies are coming. The carnies are coming.
No, I honestly like okay, like, and I found out today the whole the Lottery and Gaming Commission, I guess, has a lot to do with our carnival games because the fans aren't blowing on us, so we're never cool no matter like how many fans are on. And it's because if the fans blew on us to keep us cool, then the Gaming Commission would think that we were trying to cheat by forcing the wind onto the basketballs to keep them from going into the net.
God.
So we can't be cool in the games so that people don't think we're cheating.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a little much.
Yeah, the games are kind of like sweatshops, basically. You go and you stand in a
that's kind of what I
box.
expected.
You stand in a box, especially if it's the whack-a-mole one, because then you've got all of the engines putting out the backdraft of their heat onto you from the inside of your box, and you stand there for 2 hours and run games for angry people who want prizes.
And you have to shout at people to get their attention.
And you gotta point with 2 fingers.
Oh, that's
Oh, right,
easy.
the Disney point.
The Disney point's really easy. When you point with 2 fingers
Yeah.
instead of 1, now I just do it by habit.
Yeah, they were doing that here at my college here too, because we've got a whole bunch of international students, and somebody caused an incident.
What is your favorite
Someone
ride?
always has to call it.
My favorite ride at Disney? Oh,
Yep.
man. Probably Expedition Everest.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
So
I like
see,
the
the only
rock and
picture
roller
I
coaster.
saw of Meredith was her riding on the Dumbo.
Dumbo,
Dumbo
I
ride.
love Dumbo. Oh.
Can you believe what they did with Dumbo? The incredible, that really awesome, like loading area.
Yeah, I love
They-
that loading area.
Oh, it's awesome. Okay, for those who haven't been in a while, they essentially give your kid a number and they go play in a play place while they're essentially standing in line.
And the play place is all themed to like the Dumbo Circus. So there's like a big building that's got like flames coming out of it that the kids can climb on. And there's like cannons that they can jump on. And oh, it's so cool.
We are
Sure as
we are
heck
raising a
beats,
generation of kids who expect to not be bored.
Oh boy.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be a sad high school graduation.
You think high school graduation is like college graduation?
College graduation's
18,000.
got better chances of booze though.
And better reception.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, Meredith, Silly Philly Studios got a lot to go there. Are you in any more games?
Am I in any more games? Not at the moment. The last thing I recorded for a game was Super Smash Ponies and Legends of Equestria. And I haven't been contacted by either in a while, so I'm guessing they're very busy. I would like to do more video game voices. I think that's probably the most fun project to be on. I just haven't. There aren't many video game projects going on right now in the fandom or in general. Like,
Well, when you get the main six, when you get a main production company, get a C&D, everybody kind of scatters.
yeah. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that Main 6 will contact you when they're ready. And they said that they would, so I'm just waiting to hear back from them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Main 6, they're trying to get everything redrawn, reset up into a new engine, so
Yeah.
that first, voices later kind of thing. As far as video games, you've got a lot of talent there. My question is this, because I'm also the music manager of VFN. When are we going to hear you sing more?
When I have time to sing more. Actually, we are thinking that I might be able to sing in Fall of the Empire. Maybe.
Ooh,
That sounds
Maybe.
cool.
We are working on the music right now with Boschfire, and he has spoken about it. I'm also helping Zed with a project that's not related to ponies. It's more to Madoka Magica. I'm helping him with something with that. And I want to keep doing singing myself on my own channel. I just haven't had time to do it. I'm trying to help everybody else with their projects, and I kind of overschedule myself and leave myself with no time to work on stuff on my own.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Madoka
funny how that
Magica is pretty popular. At least it's pretty popular anime.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, I've
good.
what I
seen some
hear.
people with Madoka Magica, like what's that little critter? The
Cube,
I've seen Kubi ears walking around on
the little
campus.
devil thing.
Little demon cat thing, alien, whatever it is.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with what I'm doing. But
I know.
ever
I'm
since,
just
I mean, you know, I
making
did that
commentary.
stuff with Boschfire for Goddess of Night, and I sang at BronyCon, and that was really awesome. And it's hard
And the
too
mountains of
because
cookies I promised you for getting on stage.
for getting on stage
yeah.
amidst all of
Yeah.
the crowd screaming and the bass drumming so loud, I thought the floor was gonna fall out from under me.
And the fact that it actually cracked the
I was
foundation or
so
something or whatever.
scared. I really was. I was.
Everybody, please don't jump.
Yeah, please don't jump.
Don't jump con.
I was more
2013.
frightened by the bass and the loud noise than I was about actually getting up in front of everybody. But I don't know. I'm hoping to sing more soon. It also doesn't help that most of the time at work I'm having to shout, so when I get home my voice is dead.
You could fix that by just getting a megaphone.
Well, they give
I don't
us
think they'll let you get a
microphones.
megaphone.
Problem is they don't replace the batteries, so usually the
So
microphones
do you
die.
have to? Do you have to cover the cost of batteries, or
No, I mean nobody's ever out there to change them.
That sounds
Oh,
like
boy.
a staffing problem.
Well, I won't get into it.
I
don't think
No
I'm
more politicking
It's a
for
small
favor.
world
I don't think I'm
after
allowed to get
all.
into it.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's that'd be something I wouldn't want to talk too much for too long about.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can get kicked out of Disney for wearing Heelys, I think that. Whew boy.
I've never heard about that.
Really? Wow.
I
Oh,
got kicked out of Disney parks for wearing Heelys.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's wow.
I was a public safety hazard because I was zipping around too fast.
You're a public safety hazard just to begin with.
Hey, buddy. I will wreck you.
Well,
Don't tempt me.
people can get kicked out of Disney for. I mean, it's almost like the how to get kicked out of Walmart thing. Like you can get kicked out of Disney pretty easily.
Oh God, how to get kicked out of Walmart? Fun story, different time.
Yeah. That's a story for another time. A story for where I'm not around because D-Pad has the weirdest stories ever. Storytime with D-Pad is now canceled.
I feel like
When
that
did it
should
ever
be a
get
show.
funded?
Story time with D-Pad.
Storytime with D-Pad.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
And we're done.
Let's just say anything that was
Oh,
about
boy.
him was really overrated.
But, okay, so you game a little bit. Do you by any chance know who Tiny Tina is? Or Ashley Birch?
That name sounds very familiar. However, I don't want to say for certain yes. Because I might be wrong.
Like, the little girl from Borderlands 2. That
Okay.
was called racist because she speaks in an Ebonics.
Okay, that's where I've heard it from. Yes, I've heard about it, albeit not extensively, but yes.
Alright, my question is kind of a, not really a deep one, but more of a, what do you think? What do you think of the people, mostly the gamers that, or rather non-gamers sometimes, that call a character like that racist for talking in that type of tone?
Honestly, I think, I think it's the same gaming, animation, anything. People are losing the sense of taking traits and then making it into an issue of, is this offending me? And looking for a reason for it to offend them so that they can go on and argue about it. Honestly, I think there is a difference between making a character have specific traits and intentionally being offensive. I haven't heard enough from this character to speak, super confidently about it, but like I said, I think it's the same anywhere you get a character that does have a trait that people can consider offensive, like how Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog was considered racist because her lips were too big. People will just look for any excuse to make something personally affect them.
The original complaint about ponies was that why do all the guards ponies have to be black? They were the person who made that argument was simply projecting.
Exactly. I mean, and then taking Princess and the Frog again, just because that was a very controversial movie. You take the character Ray, people called him a shuffling black character because of the way he spoke, and they instantly got offended without realizing that he was actually portraying Cajun stereotypes, which was like a Caucasian kind of thing, not anything like African American related. They were taking something and automatically assuming that it was just meant to offend them simply because the main character in the movie was also African American.
I thought Ray was supposed to be just a really bayou white person.
Yeah, that's what he really was supposed to be. He's Cajun.
He's definitely Cajun. You can tell. He's like super Cajun. It's kind of like the redneck advice meme where they show the most redneck skinny white dude with as few teeth possible in a picture.
Yeah.
You ever watch that gator hunting show? There are people, the swamp people show. Do you ever watch that? Some of those people talk pretty gosh darn close.
There's a reason why they have subtitles on that show.
But yeah, people automatically assumed because Tiana was African American and Lewis was African American that Ray was also meant to be African American and thus be offensive because he was the funny character.
Yeah, it's funny how that stuff happens. All right. Well, Meredith, I got a real good question for you. Do you like fundraisers?
Yes? Kinda. Depends what we're
Do you like to be
fundraising.
a part of fundraisers?
Do I like to what with fundraisers? What?
Do you like to be a part of
Yeah,
fundraisers?
I'll help with anything that needs help.
Okay, what about a fundraiser for Child's Play?
Child's Play.
Child's Play is a organization that was started by the founders of Penny Arcade, Gabe and Tycho, that basically buys board games, video games, that kind of stuff for kids in the cancer or ICU wards at children's hospitals.
Oh, goodness. That sounds so nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I can do anything, I don't know what I could do, but...
I don't know. There might be something you can do because we're running a Child's Play fundraising event for 48 hours, December 20th through the 22nd.
Yeah, if you need me, just you gotta let me know. Because, Christmas time at Disney, pretty darn busy, but,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
if I know a plan, yeah, I'd love to help.
Okay, what do you think our viewers should do? Think they should stop in and perhaps donate? Because we are giving away video games, consoles, perhaps maybe a TV or two. I don't know.
Definitely.
I still haven't gotten down the list of stuff we want to do, but I'm definitely giving away a couple of computers.
Definitely, yeah, and I'll ask everybody over at SFS if they might want to help too. If you want them
There
to.
you go. Well, no, I hate everybody.
Why do you hate
Hey Drake, on that
I
same
love
note,
Silly Philly.
I have a question. I have a question and suggestion.
Better about this.
What do you think? If so long as people keep donating, you have to keep playing Superman 64.
I said good games when we started this. Why did this turn into how long can he play the X game that's
I want
terrible?
to play Pokemon Snap. Let me play Pokemon Snap.
Oh
There
god,
we go.
Pokemon Snap, such a
There
great
we
game.
go. I already got a perfect idea. If we reach $300 in donations, Meredith will play Pokemon Snap.
And
How's that?
imitate all the Pokemon terribly, by the way.
There you go. Boom.
The only Pokemon I can really do very well is that Axew Pokemon.
Do it then.
Okay. Sorry, my voice is hoarse. I don't know if I can get it right. Axew.
Pretty darn close.
My voice is hoarse, so it's probably not good.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I got one better. Hey, screw loose. I'm gonna hit my Rob Paulson button. Give me a Rob Paulson quote.
Good night, everybody.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
That's still funny.
See, here's the issue here. We have Rob Paulson Jr., who's Screw Loose. We have Jess Arnell Jr., which is Starlight. And we're trying to get Monty to be our replacement for Dot, because the voice actress actually escapes me at this point in time. Can't remember.
I don't remember.
But, yeah, so we got ourselves the Warner family right there.
I didn't get to watch I wasn't allowed.
What?
I wasn't allowed to watch Animaniacs.
What?
I don't know. My mom thought it was offensive.
Meredith, you broke them. Congratulations.
I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of things when I was little, okay? I wasn't allowed to watch the Power Rangers. I wasn't allowed to watch Batman.
What does your mom have against
I
good
was
stuff?
allowed to watch, like, Nickelodeon.
But Nickelodeon had Ren and
I
Stimpy
wasn't
when
allowed
we were
to watch
kids.
that.
Were you allowed to watch Rocco?
Yes.
You mean
That was just as bad.
I got to watch
Just
Rocco.
bad.
I got to watch Rugrats. I got to watch Hey Arnold. I got to watch... I don't remember. That awesome Legends of the Hidden Temple. And I got to watch like Powerpuff Girls and Dexter and Dexter's Lab, not Dexter, obviously.
I guess your mom never saw that scene in Rocco's Modern Life where he was the special type of phone operator.
Oh,
Yeah. Be courteous.
I don't even think I saw that scene.
Oh, we'll fix that.
Ah.
But anyway, yes, everybody should join in December 20th through the 22nd, where we will be playing video games, interviewing lovely people like Meredith and the rest of Silly Billy, and letting Meredith play some Pokemon Snap if you guys reach the donation tiers.
Or tell me
We're
to
gonna
play
give away-
whatever. I guarantee you I won't play well, but the only thing I refuse to play, I will not play it. Slender or any of these other horror ones. I can't do it. So don't make me.
I don't plan on having those just because those are Those are weird
Thank
to
you.
play during Christmas.
Thank you.
Especially during Christmas, they're
For
weird
a
to play.
children's charity. That's not happening.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a little weird.
I'll play whatever else you guys want me to play.
Viva
But,
Pinata.
That would be fun.
I would have to get her an Xbox.
I've never played that before, but it always looked fun.
You got an Xbox,
No,
right, Meredith?
I have a PS2 and I have a Wii.
We'd have to get you an Xbox 360 so you can play Viva Pinata. Then
I'd rather that money go to the charity.
Well, I tell you what,
Well-
since I'm down here in Florida and I may be coming up to Orlando at some point, I have a spare that I may be able to swing and drop off for you.
Dude, no, that's expensive. You could get money for that.
Well,
Oh, wow.
no.
$30.
Whoa, whoa. I loan things.
Good. Okay, that I'm fine with. Loaning things I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Sorry, the way you
They're like
worded it, I was
$30.
like, no, that's too much.
No.
But anyway, we get to see Meredith play video games. We get to see a bunch of other people play video games. Maybe a certain Joe Stevens playing as Ivan again this year. Maybe even, I don't know, some Skullgirls action going on with some DAs of a certain type. Maybe I don't know. We'll
I'll see
find
if
out.
I can get Hannah and Jen, and we'll all play games. And Hannah can be Gamer Luna the whole time.
As
Oh,
long
that
as
would
we
be
don't
funny.
have a Gamer Celestia clone.
If
Oh,
people
God.
keep
A certain
donating,
descent.
Hannah can be Gamer Luna.
Awesome, there we go. Because I don't want that one princess that games also.
Gamers
Oh, no.
Celestia.
That's a different thing,
Yeah,
and I
no.
don't
That
think
was
she'll be
funny.
doing that for a children's charity.
Yeah, I hope not. But
Whoa, buddy, calm yourself.
anyway, I hope not. But yeah. So we got a bunch of people lined up, a bunch of people possibly getting lined up, people getting
I'll
asked,
ask them.
and a whole bunch of prizes lining up right now. In fact, I've got prizes sitting in my room.
I may have to make things. I'm not sure.
May have to make things, may have to purchase things, may have to commission things,
Mhm.
may have to travel places and get interviews like Seattle and San Diego.
I can't make things, but I can do voice commissions if you like those.
Snowdrop, why you gotta be so cute?
Because I'm cute. I don't know.
No. I'm over here. I'm over here, Snowdrop.
Oh,
Over
sorry.
here.
Everyone's moving
All right,
on
guys.
me.
Before we move the furniture any further in Snowdrop trips, we gotta end this podcast out. So thank you for
Oh, you're one of
coming.
those people, oh god.
Oh yes, I'm one of those people. Thanks for coming and listening to our 1-year anniversary special. We are not anywhere close to done yet, and we have 2 editors, Alex and Marcus, who are working on some interesting things for us.
Hooray.
Please thank them for the editing that gets done this week, and also thank Kyle for doing the news this past, I think, 2 months now, and thank everyone
God,
that we
something
brought on
like
board,
that.
including Crescendo, D-Pad, Viral, and I know I'm forgetting someone else here. Oh yeah, Skrillex, because he's not important.
Aw.
I'm kidding.
You know, that threat still stands. My machine stands ready.
Oh,
You
jeez.
know, Skrillex, if you keep threatening me, I'm going to play DuckTales in front of you until you can sing the entire song of Countries of the World in Yakko's voice.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, before we all start getting sidetracked and threats start flying and I have to call special services yet
Daddy
again.
Draft.
Yeah,
God.
we don't want to call draft and please don't call Monty.
Mhm.
she threatened me with a hard biscuit.
Wow.
Don't screw with Monty, moral of the story.
Yes, don't screw with an angry Brit. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Thanks for joining us, and please, if you can, spread the word out because we want this charity to be as big as possible. I don't want to see $800. I want to see $4,000 or more. The more money we get, the more prizes you unlock. The more prizes you unlock, the more you can win. And I know people want a computer that can run Planet Side 2 on Ultra. I know they do. This has been Draco.
D-pad.
I've got D-pad, Screw Loose,
Ow.
and Meredith
That was an
Sims.
interesting noise.
Yes, it was.
Oh, dear.
And episode 42, this is a goodbye, but not for long.
Good night, everybody.
Night.